now than it used to be is women's singles. So we're having much longer women's singles matches, and yet you believe that they're taking it to a new physical level, not just on stamina, but of speed and ability to inject pace.
Yep, and I think the change in scoring, ladies singles is already quite a consistent type game, a manoeuvring type game, and the change in scoring led to very, very long matches because they basically didn't change the tactics. A lot of the other disciplines, the style of the game changed with the change in scoring, whereas I don't think ladies singles really changed in style very much. But I think the players and the coaches have now adapted to it, and they realise that with these longer games they need to play in change of tempo to win some shorter points and to be a little bit more explosive, to play in bursts and to change the tempo of the game. And I think that's what was missing a little bit from the ladies singles game. They tended to be one pace, extremely long matches. I mean, you saw the girls start at the beginning of the week after the change of scoring system. They'd start, the next day they'd have strapping on one ankle, the next day one ankle, one knee, the next day a thigh. The matches were just so grueling that I think everybody's had to change their physical preparation and possibly their philosophy on the preparation for those games.
And their philosophy on the fact that you've got to develop more winning shots.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think Tina's done that a little bit as well. I think Tina's been a bit of a catalyst for that, because she came along and she attacked the Chinese players. She hit winning shots from the rear court, and so, you know, maybe the Chinese had to have a look at this and think, well, actually we probably need to be more effective hitting down ourselves. I think Tina's maybe been a catalyst to move the Chinese ladies singles players forward a little bit.
That's just wrong. I always think it is very exciting when a sport develops, when it moves on, when it progresses. I mean, obviously women's singles isn't such a drastic change as, you know, you sort of think about a Dick Frosbury in high jump changing the sport forever, and the fact that he developed a new way of jumping higher by jumping backwards basically. But you know, as the sport develops, if you come up with ideas that change the sport, I think from a personal point of view, I think that's one of the most exciting things you could probably do within your sport. Change it forever.
Yes, and in my career I think there's been 3 big catalysts that have moved the game forward. The first one for me was when badminton won its place in the Olympic Games. Suddenly more countries took it seriously, there was more funding for more countries, and suddenly we got greater depth of competition, and that really moved the game on. The second one has been, because the game became more popular, it was in the Olympics, I think the manufacturers invested more money in the equipment, and I think the equipment's moved on, as we see from the speed of smash. And the third catalyst for me in my career has been the change in the scoring system, because everybody's had to reassess their physical preparation, their mental preparation. So I think the game's changed out of all recognition in the last 20 years.
Yeah, very, very good points.
Service over. 4-6.
Wide.
5-6.
That's drifted wide. Concern for Ryan Sims fans is the fact that that was so woefully short of a good length. Not only was it wide, she's got to get it deeper in court if she wants to win this in 2 straight games.
Oh, that's a lovely touch again from Trishan. And she's playing with such good precision with those drops. It takes the pace out of the rallies, and then Wang Xin doesn't look as comfortable, and then the mistakes come, as you say, Jill. But it's the control of her opponent that's forcing her into these mistakes. And again, a subtle change of tempo there. Slightly quicker drop shot. Sin not responding to it.
It's interesting, the only time on the previous 3 meetings that these two players have met each other that it's gone the full distance. This lady in the blue kit came out on top. That was in the final of the Malaysian Grand Prix Gold event last year. And she won the deciding game in that match very comfortably indeed.
Yeah, she's gradually during this game getting control of the tempo. Shan that's dictating the speed of this match at the moment, whereas in the first game Wang Sin was able to impose an attacking style of play. In the second game, just the precision of Shan is not allowing her to play that aggressive style. See, she's under pressure here all the time. Great rally. Great length to the rear court and then a super cut drop to the front court. Look how under pressure she is there. Totally off balance. And does she try and hit it hard? No. She places it down to the line. Great control.
Yes, and she thoroughly deserves her 6-point